getting people to sit in front of a camera is challenging. I mean, I quite like doing what we're doing now, and we've got half a dozen cameras around us. But there are people, I know, I've got a very good friend who's an extremely good osteopath, but just faced with a simple microphone and she dries up, she can't talk. They're so terrified about the sound of their own voice or their image on camera. How did you get your members of your group to overcome that obstacle? Said you paid me money and I'm not giving it back.
Yeah, pretty much. No, look, I've been through that myself as well. When I first started this, I thought they're all watching me and they're all judging me and they're all saying, she's not even an osteopath. Who's she? And I went through all that same mind monkey stuff and I'm thinking, oh, they're all watching me. But the actual truth is only one person is watching you. And when you can calm that monkey brain down and say, one person is watching me, probably on their phone, just like we're talking to one person now.
Absolutely, yeah.
When you do that and you stop thinking you're broadcasting to the whole world, that you've only got one viewer, Stephen, I'm sorry to tell you.
Yes, absolutely.
Just one.
Yeah.
And
the stats will say different later on, but that's not important. If I talk to the camera, I'm talking to one person. I'm very conscious of that.
And even the news readers sometimes get it wrong and say, put that in your diaries. Right, I've only got one diary, I haven't got several.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, good night, everyone.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here in my lounge. Don't call me everyone.
Oh, God Christ. So change the auto cue for the end of the show.
Yes. But if you talk to one person and you use the singular, then it's brilliant.
The great exponents of this was the Radio 2 DJ Terry Wogan, wasn't it? I mean, he was renowned because everybody felt that he was their best friend because he was always talking directly to them.
I grew up with him in the farm kitchen.
Did you?
Yeah, I listened to him every morning, dear listener, and it was just for me. Yeah. And that's kind of stayed with me.
Yes.
And then when it came to me starting this business and thinking, I'll have to do that same thing to get through it.
So I'm going to come back to Mastermind in a minute, but on the subject of video, how important is video now in terms of marketing businesses like osteopaths, chiropractors, physios?
They're not going to like this. Vital.
Yeah. I suspect the counter argument is going to be, I've got plenty of patients, word of mouth is all I need, and they're going to find me somehow. Your counter argument.
Once that starts drying up, you're in trouble. And I've had many an osteopath come to me or clinic where, yes, they've done very well on word of mouth and that's great. But I always call that the cherry on the icing on the marketing cake. And if that word of mouth dries up, you've got no structure in place to bring more new patients in. So you're in trouble.